Hi everyone, Coach Sullivan here again with MJS Coaching Football. To my subscribers, I thank you, and non-subscribers, I'm really hoping to tease you into pushing that button. This past fall was my 38th year coaching football, and I was a defensive coordinator, but over that time I've also been an offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, longtime head coach, and all of this at both the collegiate and high school levels. In this presentation, I want to talk to you about one of our plug family blitzes that we call Twister. Okay, Twister, and what the up is, it's one of our front tags. So I'll show that to you in the diagrams. Over here I have Twister out of our base 3-4, and over here I have Twister out of our up 3-4 look. Okay, so both linebackers are on the line of scrimmage. Okay. Over here are the key terms that'll help you better understand how we execute Twister and why we would decide to use the up front tag and execute the same blitz. As you can see here, this is a pass situation blitz, okay? And so it's kind of easy for us to teach it in terms of um, automatic readout, recognizing run in the pass situation, okay, itself. So this is actually an extremely easy pressure to teach those things to our inside linebackers, okay? So the first key term, as you can see, this is a double B gap plug blitz, okay, is double B gap. And what that means is they're going to plug B, all right, and if a same college, so they're plugging B on their own side. Okay, each inside linebacker is plugging their B gap on their side. And they're going to do that unless the same color jersey crosses their face, then as they always do, their rule is to exchange outside. Okay? And we teach them that in all of our run fits. We teach them that in pursuit. We teach them that in blitzes. So everything stays consistent. Okay? And then number two, when it's up, okay, which I'll show you over here, when it's up, their goal is to beat the guard, okay, and rush the quarterback. Because they're not coming from depth, they're not going to have same color across their face, right? Same color jersey, not going to happen. So then otherwise work for outside cage. So if they can't beat the guard, if the guard's got them, and or the guard blocks away, it's full slide protection, then it's up to them to beat the tackle. Okay, either way, okay. The first thing is it's one-on-one with the guard, which is one of the reasons why we'll do it out of the up front, up tag. Okay, if they can't beat the guard, then just work for outside cage. Okay, that's the up portion of it. So there's still B gap on their side. Now it's one-on-one with the guard. If you can't beat them, work for outside cage. Otherwise, beat them. Okay, you're more athletic, and this is a new situation for the guard, or it's an infrequent situation. Then beat them and get to the quarterback. Okay, so the 1 and 2 take care of our inside linebackers. Number 3 focuses on the defensive ends. So number 3, first of all, we tell our defensive ends 3 steps to the outside, and as you're doing that, you're reading the offensive tackle. So I keep accidentally brushing my board here. Sorry. So what we have them do is their first step is with their outside foot. So 1, 2, inside. On the third step, okay, depending on what the tackle's read is, he's in a position to plant and rip back inside. So here are the rules for the defensive ends. As you're taking the 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, right? Outside, inside, outside. If the OT is to you, the tackle's to you, you're going to rip inside. Now you're reading the offensive guard. And you're going to follow the butt side rule with the guard. Okay? Most likely the guard's going to be to you, so you're going to end up into A gap. Most likely. Okay? If the letter B, the OT's away, so the tackle's away from it, it's that full slide look, then you speed rush for outside cage. So that's why for the inside linebacker, if the guard's away, that means tackle's down. Just try and beat it up the field, get to the quarterback because you know the DN's got the outside cage. Okay? So the defensive end technique ties in with the inside linebacker technique. Okay? And that's how we teach it and practice it. And I'll show that to you momentarily. Okay? And then the last key term, Lucky Ringo, is always to the Mike linebacker. Okay, Ringo in these two diagrams. Okay, so again, bearing in mind that this is a pass situation blitz, the last thing I'll do is I'll show you how easy it is to teach your inside linebackers how to read out. Okay, and then if it's just a straight run scheme, they're going to take care of their usual run fits. Okay, so first thing is I'll show you what the defensive ends are doing, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the nose is just playing football. Okay, he's just playing football, which means his pass rush lane is always to the arm of the quarterback. Okay, so if the quarterback's a righty, he'll be rushing the left A gap. If the quarterback's a lefty, he'll be rushing the right A gap. There it is. Boom, done. Okay, so from depth, the Ringo call is made from depth. On the snap of the football, both of them are in the side linebackers. So digging and driving, right? Non-subscribers push the button. Digging and driving, no false steps, exploding up into the B gap. Okay? So, since they're at 4 yards, if the offensive tackle is to the defensive end, and he is ripping inside. Okay? I'll get to the guard in a second. So now I'm going to put the inside linebacker in green. If same color jersey crosses his face before he gets through the gap, that is when he is going to exchange outside and take what we call outside cage, right? That's what he's going to do. Now the defensive end's eyes go to the guard. If the guard is to him, he's ripping into the A gap. Okay? So what we get 99% of the time is the OT is going to be facing out on the defensive end. So that he's ripping through. Okay? He's ripping through. If for some reason we get that full slide look, so he's going to take care of the nose. Let's say it's a right-handed quarterback. He's taking care of that. And so they're going to throw hot off the defensive end. We don't necessarily care about that. Okay? Tackles away, he's going to speed rush and have outside cage. He is going to do his best to beat through the face of the tackle, pushing off, and staying tight to the butt of the guard and getting some inside pressure. Okay? Same thing over here. So now I'll just keep it in green. Okay? Okay. Tackles to you, ripping inside. Guards to you, A gap. That's for the defensive end, right? There it is. Boom, done. So now over here, why would we call up? Well, now you got every offensive lineman covered. That should cause all kinds of protection issues. You should be hearing calls left and right. And what you should really end up with is just man blocking. Okay, right? Man protection. Tackle on end, guard on back, or centers on an island, guard, right? Should be man-on-man protection. This would be a scenario where you might get full slide and then have a back take care of the end. That's what we usually get. It's either man on man or we get full slide. Okay? There's no either or. So remember what I said, right? The goal here in the up, beat the guard. Beat the guard. So whether it's man on man or whether it's full slide, if it's full slide, let's say the full slide is to the tight end, so you get that, then he's still beating the guard, and now he's got to beat the tackle coming down on him, right? Staying tight. Beat it, okay? So if you get full slide here, what you're going to end up with is kind of a mess, right? Tackle 2, he's going to be ripping through into the A gap, and so he may or may not be able to get there depending on how patient the center is. If the center doesn't see him right away, which he won't because it's 3 steps, the center may come back here and you still might get this defensive end up into the A gap. You might, okay? But the protection change we see more often is full slide versus man on man. Okay, but if we get man on man, and I realize this gets real messy real quick. Okay, so we get man on man, boom, 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 right? Then he's not going to see same color cross in the face, right? Same color jersey. So he's got to beat him. He's got to beat him. And then you're going to end up with both defensive ends in the A gap because both guards are going to be to them. So when we run our up scheme, we hope we get the man protection. Okay, we hope we get that because we got a good shot. One of the 2 inside linebackers, if not both, beat the guard. We get a guarantee both defensive ends will be up into the A gaps. It's just a matter of does the quarterback get the ball off. Okay? And that will be dependent upon, or move them off the spot, will be dependent upon the inside linebackers able to beat their guards. So in film study, we look at that and we see, does it appear as though these guards can be beaten from the up scheme by our inside linebackers? If the answer is yes, we'll run it. If we've seen on tape any other defense do this and then we know they're going to full slide, then, right, we can prepare for that. But that's where our job as coaches comes in. So that's our twister up scheme and pass situations. So the last thing is, how do you read out? It's very simple. Blitzing from depth. If your guard pulls away from you, read out. Okay? In the up scheme, you just execute it. There is no read out. Okay? Simple. Up, no read out. Okay? Up equals no readout. Here, OG, pull away. Okay, that will give you a readout. Okay, boom, done. Any other type of run scheme? I mean, you're not likely to get a power in the pass situation. You might get inside zone. Usually what we see just a quick trap, punt the football or a 3-step, right? Draw, which is a pass look for us, so we're going to execute it, right? Pass situation, screen, which again is a pass look to us, so we're going to execute it. Okay? So as I said at the beginning, my subscribers, excuse me, I thank you. Non-subscribers, I hope you'll push the button. Everyone, please, Coach MJ Sullivan at gmail.com. If you have any questions, I want to thank you for watching MJS Coaching Football, and I want to thank YouTube for providing this platform.